fight for the fold, for the good old black and gold. We're the Tigers from old Bannockburn.
Good evening and welcome again to the GDFL Footy Show, coming to you on a beautiful Friday night from Buckley's Entertainment Centre, where everything's always beautiful. Yes, we had a great round of matches last week, a lot of one-sided matches and a couple of results that weren't too surprising, but it's still that time of the year and we're looking forward to as we move towards the final series in a few weeks' time. Hello, I'm Dick Philpott, and once again I have assembled some of the biggest names and brains in country football to eradicate, adjudicate, communicate, and definitely not procrastinate. And of course the first guy that needs absolutely no introduction, he is the host of Hashtag Giddy Up, the former mayor without the hair, Thompson stalwart, former president. Oh, God, have a look at him. Johnny Mitchell, g'day, mate, how are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself, good evening, viewers.
Yeah, good to see you again, mate. You got a lot of tags, haven't you?
Oh, a lot of tags, mate, you know.
When's someone going to introduce me?
Oh, I'd like to introduce Dick Philpott, the compere of the GDFL Footy Show. There he is there. Good evening, Dick.
Without the hair. Without the hair. And we've got him off the interchange bench, the little Werribee duck himself, Richard Grubby Cations. G'day, mate.
G'day, boys. G'day, viewers. It's great to be back. Hey, listen, I wouldn't mind
what is
having a crack at that, introducing you.
Well, I think you did one night,
I
but
did
you
one
had,
night,
you had
yeah.
the glasses on, didn't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, you all know the big fat fella on me right-hand side.
Geez, you cleaned that up too. That's nothing like the production meeting. That's fantastic. Well, last weekend, as we said, we had a couple of good games on. One was the big game out at the Ring Road Recreation Reserve, the Belpost Hill Panthers taking on their arch rival, the North Geelong Magpies. We caught up with the coach of the Belpost Hill Panthers, Stephen Stuffer Leary.
Well, he's Steve Leary, but we all know him as Stuffer. And Stuffer, just tell us that post-match, what did you say after a very nice win over a modern rival in North Geelong?
Oh, no, it was just good. You know, it was a pretty tough game. They were good young kids. It's a bit of a contest out there, but we just got to look after ourselves. I really focused on more of the recovery, you know, getting ourselves right for next week. It's not many weeks to go, so you just got to, you know, recover properly and be ready. Everyone's coming at you now. Everyone wants to knock you off, so recovery is the most important thing. But I was pretty happy with the game. It was, you know, it was good in some passages, but sloppy in others. But yeah, we'll work on it.
You mentioned recovery, and the interesting thing about the fixture is there's no, you know, bottom three side to include a few players now. It's a very tough test. Werribee, you've got Inverleigh to finish off the season, so Thompson's another one. Just take us through some of the names that missed out today. Nick Costello's one. Why were they missing, and how far till they come back in?
Nick Costello's probably another week away. I'm probably going to get him back after the bye. Justin Tarr's ready to go. Okay. Ash Whitney probably ready to go. So yeah, we've got some big names out, but yeah, we're going all right. It's pretty good.
One name you didn't have against Bannockburn was Will Cully, yep. And if you saw those back-to-back goals in the last couple of minutes, you'd be impressed as coach.
He's a classy player. He just, you know, when he gets the ball, he's smooth, he's controlled, and, you know, we need to get in his hands more and protect the ball carrier, and that's him. When, you know, if he gets the ball in his hands, he's a chance to kick and go. He's so smooth. Good player. Quality.
On the other end of the ground, who are the blokes that really stopped North Geelong from getting it? You know, North Geelong didn't actually kick a goal for an hour midway through the game.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was just, too focused on the mids. Yeah. But I really think that Cam Addy, just a general up the back, and Will Urquhart, you know, the most underestimated player in our team. He just doesn't get beat. Matt Kelly, we got Matt Kelly from Grovedale, and we've persevered with him, and he, again, hasn't been beat by a player all year. He's been really, really good for us. That back six has been fantastic, and we're smaller. When you see them, you know, they're a smaller back six than everyone else, but they're so competitive. They just know their role.
Small defender, story of my life, Stuffer, but no jokes. The message just to the players and the supporters, like you say, going into these 5 games, which really are like finals, given how close this top 4 is.
Oh, the message is we just have to, you know, it's all about the energy, isn't it, really? You know, if we have the right energy when we come to training, you know, and we come to train to get something out of it, and we bond together. It's all about the bond now. It's all about, you know, buying into what we're doing, which they do, and, you know, just again, it's like an elimination final every week, and we love that. You know, that's someone once said to me, they said, Stuffer, a win is good, but a gutsy win is, you know, it's the ultimate, and that's what I want. I want these guys to have a gutsy win and really show some resilience whoever we play against.
I didn't prepare you for this one, but just to finish off, who wins out of Inverleigh and Bannockburn?
Well, it's a big game. My opinion, if they're both good. But I'm gonna back Inverleigh. I reckon. Yeah, I like the way Inverleigh plays. So yeah, I'm gonna back Inverleigh. I'm gonna throw a spanner in the works and just go with them.
Appreciate that. I didn't prepare you that, and there's an exclusive here on Channel 31. Thanks so much for joining us on the show, mate.
So, mate.
And welcome back. Yeah, good interview there with Stuffle Louie, the coach of the Belpost Hill Panthers. Mitch, you'd be pretty happy the way the boys performed as a team on Saturday.
Yeah, they're fairly good on Saturday as a team. You know, like I mean to say, the most important thing about playing sides that are below you is playing the correct way, and I think that certainly happened. It obviously looked like it happened on a lot of occasions. You know, you look at some of these scores, which I believe is worrying for the competition. You know, you've got Inverleigh and Winchelsea, massive score. Bannockburn, East Geelong, Thompson, West Geelong. You know, Belmont Lions, Werribee, you know, it does concern me, Dick, and I've mentioned before, I think we need to look at a different way of doing the draw, and I think to try and make things a little bit more even for a lot longer in the year.
Grubby, you were out there on Saturday out at the Belpost Hill footy ground. I didn't think North Geelong played that badly, really. I think they fell down when it come up forward.
Yeah, you're probably right, but I was a little bit disappointed in the game itself. I think we've been really blessed over the last couple of years with North Geelong Belpost Hill games have all been absolute rip snorters, and we can see that North Geelong have dropped a little bit, but I'll tell you what, Belpost Hill have dropped a little bit too. Without Dylan Whitney and Baseley and Macca down back, they've dropped a little bit too, and that really opens the door for the Inverleigh, Bannockburn, and at this stage I believe probably Thompson as well, to capitalise on that. I was a bit disappointed. They still could give you some surprises, Belpost. I would never write them off, but they've just dropped that little bit that gives the other sides a bit of a chance, because I reckon they've all improved a fair bit.
Young Sudanese boy playing for North Geelong, Titit Nayak, I thought he played sensational in a couple of spots. He was best on the ground against Anarchy, and gee, when he gets the ball, no one's told him about the rules. You're not supposed to bounce the ball when you run through the mud at Belpost Hill, and he was unbelievable.
Well, he was. I saw the best players in the Addy or on the computer, and I had him about number 5 or 6. So the way he played on Saturday, I'd give him number 1 billing. I thought he was their best player again. Yep. I think, and I don't mean to take it away from North Geelong, but Werribee Centrals have got one too from probably the same part of the world.
Good player.
And they just run. They haven't really learnt enough about the game yet. But it doesn't matter. They just run and carry and do whatever they want. And when they do learn about the game, look out.
I wonder if in a generation's time we'll certainly see a lot more boys with Sudanese origin running around. And you've only got to look in the NBA. There was one drafted at number 10 in the basketball. So, you know.
All right, fantastic. Okay, well, we're going to take a short break. We'll have a look at one of Mick Larkin's magnificent photos, Mitch.
Oh, they're fantastic, aren't they?
I'm not on the payroll.
Can I get on it?
No, you can't.
You can't get on the payroll?
And when we come back, we've got a special guest back after this.
We're a happy team at Inverleigh.